Robert Weinberg here, your mortgage advisor and financial coach. With the home buying season heating up all over the country, I thought it'd be timely to give you some of my top tips and techniques that you can use as a buyer to get your home purchase offer accepted. The first method that I want to discuss is doing a cover letter to the seller of the property that you're trying to buy. Many people don't do this, but it can be extremely effective in putting your offer at the top of the list. So what this entails is just writing a heartfelt letter from you to the seller of the property that you're trying to buy and putting an offer on, letting them know how much you love their property and really how great you're going to be as a buyer of this property and once you're living there. I would always recommend that you consult with your realtor on this, as they may be able to help you and have experience with writing these letters. And also always make sure to put at least 1 or 2 photos of you and your family to give that emotional connection. The next tip I will discuss is a strong earnest money deposit, or EMD, and a strong down payment. So in many markets, it's customary to give maybe a $1,000 or $2,000 earnest money deposit, which is the amount of the deposit you're going to put up front when you're putting an offer in to secure your contract on that home. So while $1,000 or $2,000 is customary, I would say in this market, the more competitive it is, the stronger or larger of an earnest money deposit that you'll want to put down to show the seller of the property that you're putting an offer on that you are serious and you're well qualified. So you could put $4,000 or $5,000 or more dollars down versus someone else who's only putting 1 or 2, your offer will rise to the top. And same thing with down payment. When the seller and real estate agents are reviewing your offer, typically on the pre-approval letter, it will let them know how much of a down payment that you're putting. So somebody who's putting a 10, 15, or 20% down payment is going to be preferred to someone who's only putting a 0 or 3 or 5% down payment. So if you do have the financial ability, it may help to put a little bit of a higher down payment, and that'll make you look more financially stable and help your offer rise to the top as far as getting accepted. Next up is to waive contingencies. So many offers today have different contingencies on them. A very popular one that sellers absolutely hate is when you're trying to buy their property, but you say, well, I need to sell my property first if you already own something. So something that you can do in order to help your offer be stronger is to waive contingencies. Maybe not all, but some of them you can waive. For example, that one about selling your current property. That will make the seller realize that you are serious and ready to proceed with the purchase of their property. Working with professional advisors is absolutely crucial during the process, as I've talked about in some other videos. So reputation is everything in real estate, and real estate is local. So typically most real estate agents and lenders are going to know either of each other or actually know each other individually and help vouch for you when you're actually trying to get your offer accepted. If you're going to try to use one of these out-of-state or, God forbid, one of the online lenders, it's going to be very difficult to get your offer accepted. These are really looked down upon by most real estate agents since the reviews of these online lenders or out-of-state professionals can be really bad. So people know if they're accepting an offer from a local trusted mortgage lender that they've actually taken the time to do the due diligence, to do a full loan pre-approval, review your documents, etc. And same thing with a real estate agent. You want to make sure you've got an agent working with you that's seasoned, that's got experience in the field, and has helped people buy a lot of properties so that their name is top of mind when it comes up. And they can tell the seller, hey, I've worked with so-and-so before, and they're a great real estate agent. So having those local professionals is absolutely key. No matter how good of a deal you may think you're getting from one of those out-of-state professionals or online lenders, it really is preferred to work locally, especially when it comes to a scenario where you need your offer to be accepted among others. And last but not least is communication between the lender and the listing agent. So a lot of people don't do this, but it really can be the difference between getting your offer accepted or not, even if it's not the highest and best. So what this really entails is having your mortgage lender and advisor get in touch with the listing agent of the property that you're trying to buy and actually discuss with them and speak with them and tell them the qualifications that you've got. Let them know the amount of time that they've taken to speak with you and review your documentation. Make sure that you have a full loan pre-approval that's not going to blow up in the middle of escrow. make sure that you're the type of buyer that is strong and is going to be able to purchase this property and see the entire process through. Those are the big things that listing agents and home sellers are worried about. So if the lender can actually contact them and vouch for you, it can make an absolutely huge impact. I've actually heard quite a few stories recently where the offer that got accepted wasn't necessarily the highest offer, but it was the offer from the trusted mortgage professional who did reach out and talk to the listing agent. And after that conversation, the listing agent felt so confident in the viability of that offer and how strong the buyers were from a qualification standpoint that they actually advised the home seller to accept the offer even though it was lower. So I hope that these unconventional methods and tips have given you some great information when it comes to getting your offer accepted. As always, I'm available for pre-approvals or just a consultation if you need it when it comes to purchasing a property or refinancing your current home. You can reach out to me on social media or call or text my office at 860-413-3938. Take care.